Hi, I'm Bill,
I'm Terry.
and welcome to our kitchen table. This week we're going to go over how to buy tools to solder your own stuff, so you don't have to rely on anybody. And you're going to be playing for what?
A 35 turn Bold Clash motor. Brush motor.
Awesome brush motor, adjustable end bell. If you don't know what that is, you can learn. And good for crawlers.
Yeah.
Not going to be, you don't really want it probably for your little speed truck or car. But look good in a crawler. And let's hit the news.
New from Blade, the most advanced inductrix ever. This FPV BL BNF basic drone brings all the features pilots have been asking for in the most capable and feature-packed inductrix platform yet. Add a transmitter and a 1S battery and charger and start your adventure. E-Flight flying high with the new Pitts S1S scale biplane, an officially licensed replica of the full-scale aerobatic icon, expertly designed to deliver an exhilarating flight experience and making each flight more fun than the last. Losi kicking up dirt with the new 1/5 scale 5T 2.0 gas BND. Has all the outstanding performance of its predecessor, and the bind and dry technology allows you to pick the transmitter that best fits your driving style. Switch it up with the new Inductrix Switch from Blade. Get the best of both worlds with this new design that quickly turns your drone into a hovercraft, land and air all in one. New from ProBoat, the Sonic Wake, a 36-inch self-righting deep V. Combine the speed and performance with the self-righting hull with a ceiling canopy, and you get exactly what you're looking for in a deep V design.
Alright, so let's just hit some battery ends really quickly. You've probably all seen them. I'm going to put pictures up. This is a Dean's end. This is very popular. They work really well. Fairly easy to solder, as long as your wire isn't too big. That's a Dean's end. These are XT60s. They're getting to be pretty popular around us. A lot of people have them anyways. They come on batteries a lot. Work pretty well. Definitely only go in one way, that's what I look for a lot. And they're marked positive and negative. They're easy to put together. Right?
Yeah, those are very easy, yeah.
And they actually make some of them, they make covers on the back of them, which is nice. EC3 is the blue one. Basically, the insides of it are the same as an XT60, they're just put together differently, right?
Yes.
But they come with a little tab separate, so a little more work for you to use them. Losi, any Horizon stuff comes with this, basically.
A little tougher.
I call these Red Cat ends, they're I think 4mm bullets or something they call them. Hands down the best as far as
Connection
goes.
Yeah.
You got more area, they fit tight as can be. Like if you put these together till they're home, like when I run them, I only run them halfway squeezed. they stay together awesome. And of course, the hardest one to solder, I don't care what anyone tells you, these are the hardest ones to solder. But for 10 scale RTR kind of stuff, they just work well. And you have to know how to put them together. A little more skill involved when you use them, but you're getting a better connection, and a connection that sure as hell ain't gonna come apart when you're running. And Traxxas is the last one. I would stay away from these totally because Traxxas does not sell the female ends anymore, which means you can't buy a battery and just put a Traxxas end on it anymore. You can get them on eBay though. Fat Boy's gonna sell them too, some knockoff ones. I guess you gotta legally do it. But I just hate cheap companies. They're forcing you to buy the batteries, and the batteries just suck. Unless you have children. If you have children, the easy charge system, or not even children, if you just know you're not going to pay attention, you want a lipo, I hate to say it, but it's the best system hands down. You can't screw it up. There's a little chip in the new plugs. So look into it. Depends if you're getting kids or you're not going to pay attention, get the Traxxas system. You're going to pay way too much for your battery. You can buy 2 better batteries for the price of one Traxxas one. But honestly, you can't do a better job of safety with children and with adults that don't care or not going to pay attention. But don't buy them otherwise, because you can't buy them anyways. They sell you the one for your electronic speed controller though. Oh, you can buy those all day. But you can't buy one so you can run a Gen Ace battery or something because they won't let you do it.
Yes.
So that's the battery ends, and we're going to show you how to solder these in the future episodes. We're going to just do these all in a row. We're trying to keep everything short. And I have one more end that I don't have here. Forgot to grab it. It's called XT150, and that's excellent for X-Maxes, even a Revo, I guess. Any of that big stuff. They're a big version of the Red Cat ones. There's separate plugs, and they connect like nothing does. They actually, when you pull them apart, pong, they're really strong. But that's, most people don't need that. Most racers, I don't think use them. They're good for high current, and when you just have to have the power. So how about we go over the tools first? What you got?
Well, I got cutters, wire cutters. I prefer these ones. Bill likes the straight edge ones, so you can feel the wires better. I have a hard time with these. Pliers to hold your ends. Little rubber bands here come in useful. To wrap around your pliers here. Hold your battery ends.
I use that all the time.
And we also have a block of wood at the shop we keep around to do your soldering on. The wood works well. You don't want to use aluminum or anything because it takes the heat away from your...
Especially aluminum. Metal in general, but aluminum's the worst thing to work on.
Yeah. Takes the heat away from the iron. Doesn't want to melt the solder. Draws the heat away from it. Oh boy, what do we got here? Steel wool. Clean your soldering iron off. When it's hot, clean the solder off it. These...
Many of them come with a sponge like this. That also works. You gotta wet the sponge. That scrapes it off better.
Much better.
But you can use a sponge.
These, I got a 3-pack at the dollar store. And we still have one left.
Yeah,
We bought it a long time ago. Bill has one, I have one, we still have one left. And they last forever. The more you use them, the better they are. Got a little solder sucker here. You extra solder on something too much? Sucks the solder off.
Use that twice a year, but when you need it, it's pretty handy. And they're only $3. Like the whole deal here is you can solder for $25 with the solder. Mm-hmm. If you do it once a month or something, easy and not get frustrated, and anyone can do it. You just have to have the right tools and the right stuff. Did you go over soldering yet? No?
I did not.
So a chunk of wood, needle nose, and a rubber band, you're doing pretty good.
Yes.
And wire cutters.
You have your cheap soldering iron.
Well, that wasn't cheap. I paid like $60 for that because it says Radio Shack on it. And it's a piece of crap.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, this is one, I have in the shop, Bill has one, works excellent.
We sell them at the shop.
I don't think, they're not that much, what, 45?
Yeah, they're under $50.
Yeah.
They're amazing. But the problem with them is to replace this cord, because sometimes they melt and whatever, costs you as much as a new soldering iron. They don't have a good system for getting us the cord yet. But I've had mine for 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Everyone in the shop uses it.
Yep.
Its hammer is burnt in a couple places, but it still works fine.
Comes with a pointed tip though, which I don't like myself. Bill bought a flat tip for his. Oh boy, here it is. I much rather have this one than the pointed.
Yeah, but you can buy this and use it.
Oh yeah.
Use it all the time. Get a flat tip. That it for tools?
That's all I have.
So this one here goes 40 watts is high on this thing, and it will work. I use it to actually keep this one at home. And we just brought this from the shop to show you. It works fine. It makes it a little frustrating. Sounds stupid, but the wire they use and everything just constantly gets in the way. This one's nice and flexible, and depends on what you're gonna use. You want to spend $25? You can buy this without the holder, eBay for $10. And make sure you get a 60 watt though. This one's 40 watt. Get a 60 watt one. Some have a little switch on them. But don't pay a lot of money for a name brand. The wattage is what you want. 60 watts is 60 watts. As far as soldering irons go. So just this one's nice as it came with thing, but it was way too much money. This is 10 times the machine. This will go hotter than you can even use. You max this out, you're gonna melt something. And you know, it's in the wrong measurements and stuff, but you can get used to it.
Done a few times.
Yeah.
No.
But it's nice to have that extra heat when you just gotta get something done. It just burns it.
Mm-hmm.
And the final, most important, hands down thing you can possibly do is buy the right solder. You want a 60-40 solder, they call it. I went to Abishon's to buy it and everything. I couldn't buy it. I had to get online. And the only reason I even knew I had the wrong stuff is I had an old roll from 10 years ago. And I tried it. That was the problem. So I learned a lot about it. And you want a 60-40. Never buy a lead-free solder. They're horrible. They're not gonna work. You tried soldering before, so I just couldn't do it. It's because you had the wrong stuff. Get 60. I'm gonna put a link below for an eBay ad, I think, because that's where I usually buy it. It's like $12, and you've used both, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Because and they'll have soldering irons they try selling you. It comes with a free little spring-looking thing of solder. Who cares? It's junk. It's lead-free.
Yes.
Throw it away. Don't even keep it, because it's just will frustrate the hell out of you.
It doesn't melt into your wire or something. I tried to use it the other day.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work at all. It's more like a paste. They use it in circuit boards and stuff, and it works fine with a machine. But you just by hand you can't do it with wire. This is not even worth it. This happens to be 40-60, which works really well with if you ever cut the ends off your the hard brushless motor ends. And it depends on the wire. And we're gonna go over all this in episodes. We're just telling you today what tools you need. Take an end out, get a soldering iron, get the right solder. Get some pliers and rubber bands, and we're going to show you how to solder each one of these ends. Because there's the right way to do every single one. There's a wrong way that's frustrating and it'll make you mad. But for the general, any battery, you can do almost anything with 60-40 solder I have. So get the 60-40 solder. I just actually ordered something, it was $12. And I get 16th diameter. You can get it thinner. I like the fact that, this is how big it is, you can get it thicker too. The thinner stuff I didn't like, I got to feed it too much. I don't know. It's a preference thing. As long as it's 60-40, you can use it. And make sure it's not lead free. You definitely don't want lead free. And shrink wrap is very handy for most of these ends. You need them. And it doesn't hurt to have it anyways, especially if you're new, because when you skin your wires back, if you don't do them correctly, you're still going to have exposed wire. So it's good to get shrink wrap that's going to fit over your wire. Color doesn't matter, it's just nice for you to know. We use yellow, we use all the colors. But we try to use red and black. This one has 2 blacks, but I can still see the red. Terry did this one.
Right? I had to use white the other day. I ran out.
So you run out of stuff sometimes, but as long as you can see a wire. And next week we're going to go over how to do these ends, right?
Yes.
We just try to keep everything a little short so people playing for the prize don't have to watch a big thing. I got a question this week, so I'm going to take a third caller, and I'm going to say, what kind of solder do you want to use?
Very nice.
You have to pay attention a little bit. To win that, you're going to have to, to win the motor, you're going to have to pay attention a little bit. That's it though, it's really simple, man. Everyone makes soldering out to be hard, it's not hard. You just got to know what to use. You know, don't go spend it. Ask for this for Christmas though, because it's cool to have on your workbench, even if you do it twice a year. I mean, you can use it for other stuff too. I melt plastic, and this one heats up incredibly fast. That one's pretty good. You know, it's nothing you need, but you kind of want it if you can pick one up. Or get it for a gift or something.
Yeah.
You got enough socks, right? That's for a soldering iron. That's it though. That's it. Sounds too simple, but that's all there is to it. Right? No missing nothing.
I don't think so. I think we got it.
This is option. This is like $3. Like if you're gonna buy it on eBay or something, you know, you get the free shipping as long as you order something from somebody, you gotta buy a certain amount of money. This is just handy to have too. And that's it. So third caller, tell me what kind of solder you want to use, and that's it.
I think so.
All right, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys.